Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do more damage with shotguns in Fortnite. Now, everyone knows the memes or the situations where you shoot a guy with a shotgun, you see 9 damage, and then he one pumps you and destroys you with 200 plus damage. Those situations do happen in this game. Some people think it's a glitch, other people have different reasons. I'm going to teach you guys exactly why that's happening, how to prevent that, and make sure you're doing the maximum amount of DPS and damage with shotguns in this game. So, if you guys could smack a like on this video, I would really appreciate that. This is going to be your ultimate shotgun guy. Let's go for 230 likes. That would be absolutely amazing, as well as subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We just hit over 100,000 subscribers, and I'm so thankful and so blessed. Like, I really do appreciate it, you guys. It's been absolutely amazing hitting 100,000 subscribers this past weekend, and I just appreciate every single one of you guys. So if you guys are new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button, join the community, and you know, a lot more tip videos and other stuff coming out on my channel. So thank you guys for 100,000, and let's get right into the video. First of all, let's talk about shotguns, how a shotgun works, and why you are hitting people for 10 to 20 damage in certain situations. Now, there could be a couple reasons why this is happening. First of all, you need to understand how a shotgun works. Shotguns don't just shoot one bullet like other guns. This is obviously pretty obvious to some people. Other people don't really understand this. Basically, when you shoot a shotgun, you're shooting a spread of pellets. So, for an example, that's why you can hit a person but not do the full amount of damage, because if the enemy is farther away, or if your shot is very inaccurate, you're going to only be hitting them with a small percentage of those pellets, and that's why you're going to end up doing a minimal amount of damage. Now, usually there's 3 different reasons why this can be happening and why you're doing low damage with shotguns. The first one is you're either shooting them at too long of a distance, or you're using the wrong shotgun at distance. The tac shotgun, you really can't use it at anything other than close range. I'm going to be covering more of that later in the video, but that could be one reason. Obviously, the spread and the pellets, you're going to hit less of them when the enemy is super far away, and at ranges where you're hitting people for like 30 or 40, you might as well just be using your assault rifle, because it's easier to hit those shots and you're going to be doing a higher DPS. Second reason is that you might have a shaky shot. You might be jumping around while shooting, and you might have hit the enemy, but you only hit them, you know, with a couple of bullets or pellets on the shoulder, and that's why it might appear like on your screen you hit them in the face, but because of lag or because of your shaky shot or inaccuracy, you could end up only doing 20 or so damage. And the third reason is headshots. If you hit an enemy in the head, it does 250% of the damage, and that's why if you shoot a guy in the chest, they shoot you in the head, they're going to win that gunfight. Yellow hit markers is what you need when you see a headshot, and with a shotgun, 100,000% of the time, you need to be aiming for the head every single time. This is the biggest tip I can give you guys. Every single time you have a shotgun, you should be holding your sight around the middle area of the screen where the enemy's heads are going to poke out, and that's why you should be jumping around so the enemy can't hit you in the head, but you should be aiming for them in the head, as you see me use in this gameplay. So, other than that, let's talk about the 3 different types of shotguns and how to do more damage by picking the right type of shotgun. First of all, let's start with the pump shotgun. Now, everyone knows about the pump shotgun. This shotgun does the best damage, has the best range in the game, but it also has the worst fire rate and the worst pullout time. That was recently added, where this gun is super slow to pull out, and that nerfs a lot of things, such as going from attack to a pump now is pretty much unusable. You basically have to start the fight with your pump, and that's why you'll see me running around with it most of the time, because of the slow pullout that was added you know, in a recent patch. And some of these gameplays are a little bit older, so they won't have it, but you guys know what I'm talking about, that slow pullout time of the pump shotgun. Now, the thing with the pump shotgun is there's 2 variants of them, and you can either do 90 damage or 95 damage, depending on if you have the blue or the green one. And then, of course, those are going to be multiplied by 2.5 times, 250% for headshot. So headshot damage can be 225 to 237, which it's only possible to get 200 HP in this game, or 100 HP, 100 shield. So if you're hitting them in the head and hitting all the pellets with a shotgun at you know, close-ish range, that's going to be a guaranteed one shot. At the same time, though, the fire rate of this gun is 0.7, the magazine size is only 5, and those are basically where you're going to run into some struggles with this weapon. Pump shotgun, in my opinion, is the best shotgun in the game if you guys do have a good shot, but you need to carry something else with you, because if you do hit them in the body for 90 or 95, the time between that first pump shot and the second pump shot with that 0.7 fire rate is so damn slow that usually what you're going to do, and you know, a way that a lot of people go, is they'll have have a second weapon. So if you shoot that first pump shot, if you hit it, if you miss, it doesn't matter. You should switch over to something else if there's pressure on you. You know, if you have time to let the gun cock, you might as well. But usually switching one shot with the pump over to attack, over to an SMG, those are the most common ways to do it. So either a tactical SMG or a tactical shotgun, switching after you hit that pump shot. Next, let's talk about the tactical shotgun. Now, the tactical shotgun is a very good shotgun because it is the best to spray with. So if you haven't played in a while, if your accuracy isn't the best because you're more of a beginner player or whatever, the tac shotgun is the way to go for you. It's the best to spray, and it's super good up close. The tactical shotgun is available in 3 different levels now because they basically changed that. You can either get the gray, the green, or the blue, and the damage that you're going to be doing with that is either 67, 70, or 74, but then the headshot multiplier will be 250 times. Of course, you're going to be hitting them for the upper 100s, 160 to 185, around there. Your magazine size is 8, your fire rate is 1.5, so, more than double as quick as you can fire the pump shotgun, and your reload time is anywhere from 5.7 to 6.3 seconds for all 8 shots. So the tac shotgun is the one to go to up close when you're taking on multiple enemies. This is the go-to shotgun in that scenario. I think it's a great one to get off the start. Even the gray one could take people out usually in 2 shots if you are aiming for the head. Now, this is good for multiple reasons. First of all, if you miss the shot, you still have multiple chances. Secondly, you don't need a swap like you do with a pump. You don't need to swap to anything else. You can stay with that until you get the kill, which means that it only takes up 1 inventory slot, which leaves your inventory open for snipers, RPGs, multiple heals, whatever you want to do with that. And it's also really good if you get nervous late game or you tend to, choke gunfights. Don't use the pump shotgun if you tend to get nervous or shaky during the late game. If you're shaking on your keyboard or controller, stick to that tac shotgun because it's going to give you more opportunities, and the same rules apply with it. Aim for the head, all that sort of stuff, but that's why the tac shotgun is good. It's good for up close and personal. The range on it is completely garbage. You don't want to be fighting people at range with this gun. You need to control the engagement and use this shotgun properly. Another tip with shotguns is called right hand advantage, which I'll teach you guys about. Basically, what right hand advantage means is that it's easier and it's quicker to peek a doorway from moving from the left to the right than the right to the left, because of the fact that your gun will poke out first instead of your left shoulder. So right hand advantage, you can notice if you're peeking a doorway and you're peeking it through the left to the right side, coming around that corner, you can have an advantage over your enemy. That is key to use with the tac shotgun as well, because it is really good up close. Lastly, let's talk about the heavy shotgun. Now, this is the most rare shotgun in the game. The gameplay here is when I first got it like a while ago when this thing came out. You don't hear too much about the heavy shotgun because it is by far the most rare shotgun in the game. It's only available in purple and gold. The damage you're doing with this is anywhere from 73.5 to 77, and with headshots, that's like right under 200. You have a 1.0 fire rate and a 7 magazine size. So this one I kind of say is the in-between. It's the in-betweener between the tac and the pump. This shotgun is really cool. However, it is kind of hard to get used to because you really won't have too many opportunities at it. You can only get it out of chests, I believe, and off of enemies when you're killing them. Just you won't see this gun very often. That's why it's not as big of a deal to worry about and practice with as the pump or the tac. But this one is sort of the in-between, I would say, between each of them. It has a medium fire rate, but it also has pretty good range. The number one coolest thing about the heavy shotgun is the fact that if you get 2 heavy shotguns in your inventory, you can actually double pump with it. Boom, 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 boom. No delay. It's absolutely really overpowered, but it's sort of balanced at the same time because of how hard it is to find a double heavy. If you get an opportunity to use it, I would recommend. That's probably the best close quarter situation, is having the double heavy. You should be able to outplay anyone with a normal shotgun, but that's just so rare to find in this game. And that's why the heavy shotgun is less of a concern, and it's sort of a personal preference if people prefer to take that over a tac or a pump. Just depends how much experience you have with it. So that's everything to do with these shotguns. That is the reason why you're not doing as much damage, is you need to be picking the right shotgun, understanding the range, the powers of your shotgun, and aiming for the head. People that aim for the body with shotguns are going to lose all the time because that 250% multiplier means you can literally take people out. Now, you got to remember the damage numbers I'm giving in this video are damage numbers if you hit all the pellets. So if it's a straight up, I'm right in front of you and I shoot you in the head with my pump shotgun, yeah, I'm going to hit you for 220, 230. But the fact is, if you're moving around, I'm up close and I still hit you in the head, all of those pellets may not connect. So you can never really know what to expect from your shotgun shot. Always be ready to either switch out to another weapon or to continue the gunfight. Don't just expect that when you shoot someone they are going to die, but those are some ways on how to make sure that, I'm telling you, when I started to aim for the head is when I started winning like all of my shotgun battles. Is probably the main tip I can give here, as well as understanding the shotgun. And if you are experienced with attack, start using the pump. Get that confidence up with the pump shotgun, because it is the most powerful in the game, and if you can get good with that gun, you can do some marvelous things with it. So thanks for watching today's video. If you guys could drop a like on this video, that would be absolutely amazing. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and that's about it, guys. Have a great night, and I'm out. Peace.